What is going on, everybody? I'm Shifunch, aka Switchy, and so playing Dead Escape October 27, 2025. Without further ado, let's go ahead and start today's escape room for now. Okay, first you first, order something. See, there's a Morse code table or not. 3, 2, 1. Nothing can stop. Let's get out of the backpack. You see a 3 code. That's the 3 full options, boxes, or clock digits, or even the map house. Let's take a look. There are no 3 full last room. There are boxes, but like I said in the past videos, or maybe in my thoughts, whenever I don't have a Morse code table, and if there are Morse code digits, I might have to come back later. But yeah, let's come back later and see if the clocks or the map is going to be right. So let's take a look. Let's do clocks. So the only thing we should not be using is red and black. So we can use green and blue. So blue is 12 and then green is 576. So 576, if you know, you know. So we pretty numbers 576. Alright, that's going to be either boxes or map house. Let's take a look. It's 315. And if you're wondering how that works, if one of the circles is the first digit, count how many circles are there. If one of the circles is not the first digit but on the last digit, count how many like you have to subtract how do I say this? You have to subtract the circles from 10. Like you see the circle is the first digit, that's 315, so 315. So we're putting 315. Let's make sure we did it right. 315 and 576. Let me do that. 576. Alright, that's gonna be a map on that means. So we'll have to come to this cabinet later. Let's see if there's a booth inside this cabinet. 3, 2, 1. This is a 324 equals what? Okay. You see a 3 code. Let's do the clock 576. 576. That's good. Okay, so the green clock digits are going to be the second cabinet in the second room. That's going to be a hammer to make the lamps and faces. Let's see. So I need 4 clues. So let's see how many secrets possible. 1, 2, 3. Just 3. So let's hit the top lamps now. Let's know when to hit the vases later or never. So let's do that right away. Okay, so what we're hitting is going to be the 2 lamps in the 4th last one. That's all I can hit. Pretty simple. Alright. Quickly, we go out there and slot this back to this cabinet. Let's see what the answer calls for the first number. It's going to be 324. The second number is 264. And the third last number is 324. Alright, so 324 plus 264 plus 324. I realize those two numbers are similar. Like, what the nick? Anyways, you guys can add up all those numbers and songs when you find a way to you can put in this cabinet, which inside should be first to 4th last winter portal clues. So you can use the answer to search all this. According to Google, the answer map is going to be 912, so 324 plus 264 plus 344, aka 324 times 2 plus 264 equals 912. So that's map problem. So we're putting 912. You get the third winter portal clue. We got our first clue, but not the sequence. Alright, we're not gonna open this safe. We gotta have a blue tape down. You see the color. Remember something red clock in the 4th last room. The time is going to be 7:19:37. So we're putting 7:19:37. You get the first future point clue. Alright. Am I supposed to close? Oh, I'm supposed to close. Okay. This one. And okay. You see the color black with something black clock in the first room. The time is going to be 5:29:07. So we're putting 5:29:07. You get a switch and put on side switches. Let's close that one also. We're gonna do all 4 rooms to take out the plug on slide switches. Alright, the only thing is we scratch the light switch which is in the first room. Once you did that, you get a second green tape or part of the clue. And it might be when we have 3 clues. There's nothing to get 1 more. That's right. That means we're gonna be using hammer to make the lamps and vases. Not lamps and vases. We're gonna hit the lamps. We're gonna hit the vases / crack. So let's do it in all 4 rooms. Well, not all 4 rooms. Yeah, not all 4 rooms. There's no vases in the first room. Anyways, the additional you should be hitting is the brown vase. So, overall, you should be hitting the brown vase in the 3rd room and the choice in the 4th room. So, in the brown vase, you get the 4th last future portal clue. Cool. And we're not going to open those 2 counters, so there's nothing inside. Alright, we got all 4 clues. Let's read and find the answer. So, the first one said, I think right over here. Nope, okay. You hear it speak. The second one said, for it has a tongue. The third one said, but it cannot breathe. And for the last one said, for it has not a lung. Reverse that. Alright, so, you hear it speak, for it has a tongue, but it cannot breathe, but it has the alarm. So I've already done this rule before. If you want to know what the real explanation is, I'm not going to explain it because I've already done this rule before. So instead, you can look up you can look it up using the Android or check out my past videos. I don't even know which one. But since I know what the real is, it's the word bell. So we're going to put letters B, E, L, L. You get the letter N. Alright. Okay. Alright. Let's solve this picture puzzle. I think it's 180 degree clockwise and counterclockwise. So here we go. There we go. Let's something with E. Okay, guys, take pictures. That's obviously future names. Each one, alright. So you letters N and E. So these last ones are going to gameplay table, which means that fourth letter is N, and if it not N, fourth letter is E, and if the last one is N. Apologies. Anyways, we got for 3 letters from all rooms. So the first letter is going to be letter U, hitting the picture frame, and E hitting clean kid. Those 2 letters in the third room. And the third one I found at third letter, I know where the letter is. Oh, hitting glass in the first room. Not O, sorry, Q. Oh, you got all 5 letters on U, E, Q, looks like an O, but it's now a Q, and another E. So you can look up, what's that called, EUQ or UEQ? I didn't say U or trust. UEQ and E from what is that? Basically, it's a noble person. Like, a person who rules, if you know. If that's still something you can look it up. Remember, and it needs to be the last letter, so make sure you pay attention to that. Okay, replacement to what is queen. I forgot to note that it's also a chess piece, but it's a queen. So I'm going to explain the letters Q, U. No, that's the wrong one. Where is it? There we go. U. Now E, E, and N. I'm about to say another E, but that's not why the word is queen. So I'm going to put in the letters Q, U, E, E, and N. You get the key. Let me close that one. When we get the key, we'll make sure. Okay, now when we get the key, bam. We finally escape the room right away. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. You guys should make sure to subscribe, comment down below. And yeah, that's all for today. So I'll see you in the video next time today for Kitchen Escape. Peace out.